there is no difference at all between his brain and your brain. The mirroring effect, I tell you, if you are watching totally absorbed in it, then the same activity is replicated in your brain, meaning the same kind of electric and neurotic impulses are activated in your brain. This defines, this demystifies many mystical phenomena. Please listen. Now you know why just by gazing into my eyes, you are in the space of completion. Why just looking at me, you are in the space of completion. I am swimming in the ocean of consciousness in the space of completion.
Sivadiksha is all about shifting the way you function from powerless cognitions to powerful cognitions. That's all. Sivadiksha is the way to shift you from functioning from powerless cognition space to powerful cognition space. Listen carefully. Understand life. Listen carefully and understand life. I will repeat. First, your inner space is like a software which decides how your life will be. That's the first understanding. Second, if the inner space is filled with powerless cognitions, powerless, suffocating, wrong ideas about yourself, about your world, about God, it can be more and more suffocating, making your life difficult. And if you can start building the content of your inner space, powerful, start functioning from powerful cognitions, truths, understandings about you, world and life, you can become enlightened, manifest powers and all possibilities. Now listen carefully. The good news I have is your inner space can be beautifully reprogrammed. It can be reprogrammed with powerful cognitions. It can be reprogrammed for enlightenment. It can be reprogrammed to manifest the state, space, powers of ultimate Paramashiva.
See, fundamentally you work with multiple fractured softwares. When you work with your dad, you have a separate software. When you work with your mom, you have a separate software. When you work with your father, friends, you have a separate software. You are multiple fractured softwares. Now I am putting one software of oneness to do power manifestation. it is too small compared to the load which is around you. You are so comfortable in playing with all those softwares. It takes little time for this new software. After it manifests powers, it starts influencing all the other softwares. Then in few days, it makes all the other irrelevant, redundant. Then this overpowers and makes you, that oneness becomes your fundamental cognition, where you park yourself. Till then, I go on supporting you, holding you in me. Understand? That is why, even if you don't feel, you are made to manifest powers so that you will have confidence on the software, so that virtuous circle starts happening. See, usually what you do, you don't have confidence on this truth, so the confidence does not manifest as power. It's a vicious circle. Here, I am infusing the energy and make you manifest the power. That gives you confidence on the software, and confidence gives more power gives more confidence. It becomes virtuous circle. Pushing your life from vicious circle to virtuous circle is the job of the Guru. That's the job of the Guru. And supporting you, holding you during this push and making sure you are successful is my job. In India, in Vedic system, the moment child reaches 7-year-old, he will be initiated into Gayatri. We should understand one important thing. Vedic religion, Sanatana Dharma is the only Dharma. Hinduism is the only Dharma where there is no baptism. You are not given any faith. You are not given any concept. You are not given any philosophy. No. You are not asked to believe anything. You are just given a technique to control your body and mind. That's all. The mantra, very word taught to the child when he is 6 or 7, the Gayatri mantra, even the very meaning of the mantra is, let me meditate on the energy which awakens my consciousness. Let that consciousness help me to meditate on it. That's all. Om Tat Savidurvarenyam Barho Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Please be very clear. This mantra don't have any other meaning. It is not related to any devatas. There is no mention of Gayatri Devi with 5 faces. No. This mantra means, let me meditate on consciousness which awakens my intelligence. Let that consciousness help me to meditate on it. That's all. First thing our rishis wants us to do, our enlightened masters wants us to do is, first thing, bring your body and mind under your control. First, learn how to live with your body and mind. Gayatri mantra is owner's manual for body and mind. If you have a car, owner's manual is a basic need. Without owner's manual, if you start driving a car, it is whose mistake? It is your mistake. All the vehicles you can see, on the airbag there will be a small note. It may cause serious injury. Don't put kids in front. Kids below the 12 should not sit. And there are some serious important instructions, warnings. Same way, and there will be one more warning. Read owner's manual to know more about the airbag. Same way, the moment you enter into the body, around the age of 7 only, you start handling your body. Till the age of 7, you start living only in the instinct level. Only at the age of 7, your intellect starts working. You start making decisions. The moment you start making decisions, first thing you should know, is how to bring body and mind under your control. That is the reason the Vedic masters, they teach us to awaken the intelligence, to awaken the consciousness. Before entering into the car, read owner's manual. Before entering into the body and mind, master your consciousness.
Listen, Satmalinga is made of spatika, pure spatika, and the Sri Chakra is the geometrical form of the whole cosmos. The whole universe, the geometrical form is Sri Chakra. As per the scientist itself, the form of the conceivable form of the cosmos is Linga. Please understand, ultimately it is formless, but using any possible perception, trying to give a form for the universe, finally ends up only as a Linga. So, the closest form is Linga. The closest geometrical description of universe is Sri Yantra. The closest form of the universe is Linga, and the closest geometrical representation of the universe is Sri Yantra. That Sri Yantra is carved on this Linga. Please understand, Sri Yantra is carved on this Linga. The Guru of Shankaracharya had many gurus. Only the biographers, because they were Brahmins, they removed all other non-Brahmin gurus from his life. Otherwise, he had many gurus. One of the Shankaracharya's guru, Abhinavagupta, installed the Shivalinga in Kashi Annapurneshwari temple. When we go to Annapurna temple, we will see this Sri Yantreshwara. The deity is there. And that is the Mula Devata of Mahanirvani Pita. So he is the original deity of Mahanirvani Pita who receives worship every day first. Actually, first he is worshipped in our Mahanirvani Pita. Only then all other gods, including Annapurni, receives worship. Please understand, he receives worship first. Mula Devata. Mula Devata means we may have many gods in our temple, but this deity is the chief deity. So the Sri Yantreshwara is the Mula Devata of our Sangha. Nirvani Pita and Nityananda Sangha, both. For both, this is the Mula Devata. By form, the male Shiva energy. By Sri Chakra, the female Devi energy. By energizing the Guru energy. All the three are inside. This represents all the three. This is the most powerful piece of consciousness you can have. And no need to do any puja, any worship. It is specially energized to constantly keep your Kundalini high and make the enlightenment happen in you. Is maintenance free, like me. You don't need to have anything done. There is, see, if you want to do puja, you have a freedom to do puja. But it is not energized for everyday puja. So there is no demand that you have to do it. If you are enjoying doing it, do it. Otherwise, he is energized fully independently to act as a independent intelligence of literally having a piece of Guru with you. Your own Guru and God for you. It's usually traditionally called Atma Murti. Means your own consciousness. Kathopanishad describes the soul consciousness in the body is in the shape of Angushta Matra Purusha. in the form of the stam, means linga, the consciousness is residing in your inner space. So as Kathopanishad describes how consciousness is inside you, this linga is created. If you want to know more about it, we should hear from people who already got it and started using it in their day-to-day life. Come on. How many of you here already have one, got in Cambodia or and using it in your life, day-to-day life? Come on, you share. It is like you can use it for healing. You can use it for anything you want. He is the he is the Mula Devata. You can see Sri Chakra on the Shivalinga. He is the Adidevata or the chief deity, god of our Mahanirvani Pita. This Mahadeva is installed in Annapurni temple, which you will all be seeing when we go there. It is installed by Abhinava Gupta, Guru of Adi Shankara. You can just keep him under your pillow. You will have a beautiful, peaceful, complete sleep. You can heal yourself, you can heal others, you can do anything you want with him. And he will go on causing miracles. Go on causing miracles. Literally God living with you. I tell you guys, I think in our whole Sangha, the largest story attributed is Atmalinga only. Only he has largest number of stories.
I had a question about, they're talking of healing with Atmalinga, right? So can we, if someone loses the healing initiation, can we still use Atmalinga to heal?
No. Atmalinga's healing has no restriction and it has no problem. But the person who is eating non-veg, through his body he will not be able to radiate healing power to others. But even if he takes non-veg, he will be able to heal through Atmalinga.
Yeah,
because that is not his power, na?
Yeah.
That's Atmalinga's power.
That's what I'm asking. Okay.
Swamiji,
But I'll prescribe that you maintain vegetarian food. Otherwise, you see, healing is not just helping the other person alone, ma. When through your body, when the energy radiates, you also experience. Now
Swami,
you will not have the
sometimes-
benefit. Only the other person will have the benefit. You understand?
No, sometimes, Swamiji, it's very easy to lose the healing initiation if you have something with, by mistake, if you have it, you lose
What
it.
I
In
am
that
saying,
case,
no.
in those
You
cases.
see, you are aware and you take care that you don't eat poison, na? Then have that same awareness, not to eat non-veg. That's all. No, I'm not only for you, for anybody. For anybody, you are putting something into your mouth. Come on. You should be then. I can tell you guys, the maximum possible conscious intervention, the divine intervention, happens the moment you bring Atmalinga into the scene. I have seen in every time, and above all, be very clearly informed. I personally energized all the lingas, and I personally stand guarantee for their powers and the way they will protect you and raise you to the higher level with all my integrity. And it is given inside a Bhasma bag. See, the Bhasma bag is a tradition. Whenever Mahadeva initiates somebody, it is recorded in many of the Puranas and stories, he gives Bhasma bag and Japamala. Japamala already, all of you got it, means Rudrakshmala. That's why I am giving only Bhasma bag. Rudrakamum Tirunitruppayum. In traditional Tamil, they say that the Rudraksha and the Bhasma bag is given as a symbol of initiation. So that is why Mahadevas is kept inside the Bhasma bag, and it's also a protection. Protection. He does not demand any lifestyle change from you. Means there is no such thing you have to give up non-veg and all that. I recommend it personally is different, but he doesn't demand any change in your lifestyle or anything. He continues to radiate the energy, and he also does not demand
need any regular puja or attention. You can just keep him. He will be there happily like Mahadeva. Mahadeva, when he gave birth to Subramanya, the Garbha needed a water body where it can get cooled and assume the body. So that coolant, water body, see just like in your mother's womb, there is a water body on which your body happened. So for that he released water also. That water only became Rudraksha. So that water is the Rudraksha. That Rudraksha usually is used to keep your body and mind in the highest possible energy, especially when it is energized by a master. It just keeps your body and mind always like a battery bank. How you have a battery bank for your cell phone? This is a battery bank to recharge yourself continuously. Gauri Shankar is the best. But for each of your nakshatra rasi, you have a different you can wear. But Gauri Shankar is the ultimate. Gauri Shankar means the two Rudraksha will be together. That's the ultimate you can use for on your body. It will always be keeping you in highest possible energy. There is one higher level Rudraksha where the three will be together, but in the market it is literally not available. Very rarely we got some 32 pieces which I am wearing. That big mala which you see I am wearing, that is 3 Rudraksha. But after that still we are not able to get any more pieces. Only this Gauri Shankar is the available best Rudraksha. Gauri Shankar gallery has it. Trijuti they don't have. Means the 2 they have. That's the best to wear. See the Rudraksha, if you X-ray, you will see a separate quarters inside. Then it is original Rudraksha. For the seed, there will be quarters. 5 mukhi means 5 quarters will be there inside. 10 mukhi means 10 quarters will be there. So all the Rudraksha we have is thoroughly certified by the lab. And I stand for the integrity of all the Rudrakshas we have. Say, anything which is not non-veg, which is veg, you can have.
Okay.
Nothing wrong. Cauliflower is okay. Cauliflower is vegetarian. Why I don't encourage cauliflower? Lot of worms are there. Then okay, no problem, eat. I was talking about the Indian thing. Here lot of worms are there, which gets killed. So that's the reason I told. And I also wanted to tell you guys that bhasma which is inside this bag, anything you wanted it to become reality. Take this bhasma, one pinch, visualize that and just blow the bhasma in the air, and I commit with you guys, I'll make that into reality. Whether a healing or something need to be achieved in your life, this bhasma will be the way of connecting with Mahadeva. Just remember me and tell that this is what I wanted, this is the space I am creating. Whether you wanted to achieve something in your office or business or your personal relationship, anywhere, anything, just blow that bhasma in the space, it will go and do the job. Now we have a lot of people doing this BB, bhasma blowing, and getting achieved whatever they want. Now you can go on be adding. This bag is energized. You can go on add any amount. Bhasma is a sacred ash. That is what is Vibhuti is what is Bhasma. Vibhuti is Bhasma. You can, there are so many words now. Udi, Vibhuti, Bhasma, Tirunir in Tamil. So each language has its own word. Actually in those days, I don't know about now, in those days when we have this color dress, in North India, no TT will ask for a ticket. You see, 9 years of my travel, never I bought a ticket. No, I'm going to write it in my biography. 9 years of my travel, never I bought a ticket in train. Mostly, I'll sit in that 3rd class unreserved compartment. Whenever the TTs come, they always ask, Baba, did you eat? They'll ask the Hindi word kana. And if I say, I had it, they will go If I did not give any reply, they will get the food and give and go. And I tell you, the people in Indian railway, especially in North Indian, they are the most religious people. I just have to put this on record. But I am telling you, I have seen in my personal life, because hundreds and hundreds of nights I have slept in the railway platforms. And the way they respect the sadhus, the way sadhus maintain their integrity with them, it's unimaginable. Unimaginable. Never ever I need to think about my food or any needs, as long as the train community is part of me or part of my life. And I have tons of stories about them and the people whom I met. But I have not seen better people than them in the mainstream society, the so-called mainstream society. And mainstream media is never going to tell the story to the Indians, where India is alive, where Bharat is alive. I tell you guys, I'm so proud when I saw that community and their integrity. Because many times I'll just live in train for even 20 days, 30 days. Anywhere it goes, I'll be going and coming, and I will not even know where it is going and where I am going to get down. I have no plan. And it'll all food or anything I need will come to my place. If it is cold, I'll see somebody comes and gives a blanket, Babaji, leaves it at my feet and does namaskar and goes. It is just a joy to see those people. And I always feel, even though I am begging only, whatever I get, let me share and eat with all the other beggars. That's all. See, I have seen some of the richest people in close quarters, but I have not seen the quality of life and the heart which I have seen in the train. That 9 years has made me so rich, consciously, and it has added to my life so much of color. And if you sit and listen to their stories and talk to them, it is inside each one of them you will find such beautiful beings. Such beautiful beings. It's unfortunate nobody has done PhD on this community. I really feel some of the next generation youngsters should do PhD on them, on this community, on these individuals, on these people. But I am not encouraging stealing. Please understand.
No.
All I am trying to tell you is, but the pain the other person goes through will be recorded. For example, see, if you steal from a person $2 million,
Yes.
and the fellow doesn't care, he has trillions of dollars,
Right.
you will not incur any sin.
Yes.
But if you steal from a miser 2 rupee,
Yes.
and that bloody beggar rolls on the ground and cries, you will incur more sin. Because that pain the other person goes through only will come as a sin, not the quantity or quality of the money. Only the pain you cause becomes karma. The ferociousness of seeking is powerful enough, like the fire of Kalabhairava, to burn everything which need to be burnt and destroyed inside you. Laziness, tiredness, boredom, everything which need to be taken out of you can be just like that burned. How many microseconds it will take for negativity to disappear in front of Kalabhairava's ferociousness? Not even micro millisecond.
Yes, Vijayana. We learned about the power of initiation and the Shiva Diksha, how all the life positivity, all the powerfulness can be manifested through initiation. With a powerful decision, you can turn your life around and turn it from a vicious cycle to a virtuous cycle. We're now going to learn more details about the Shiva Diksha. And we've seen some participants already signed up for the Shiva Diksha earlier. That is great. It's literally the best decision you can make in this lifetime. How to manifest Paramashiva's powers with Diksha? Sadashiva clearly describes that we, human beings, are Amritasya Putra, means sons of immortality. We are not sinners in need to repent. We are simply the favorite inheritors of the cosmos. Brahmanyan Bahuputratam. Over the course of time, we lost the ultimate experience and understanding we had on ourselves. We forgot the power we truly hold in our hands. It needs a simple awakening, the awakening of the third eye. Paramashiva is the exuberant cosmic energy of third eye, otherwise known as the Anya Chakra. Samaya Diksha, the Shiva Diksha, is the gateway towards the powers of the third eye. From blindfold reading, body scanning, to remote viewing, all these powers are at your disposal for you to master after the Samaya Diksha. Initiation into third eye awakening by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Sri Nityananda Paramashivoham, is the first quantum jump, the first initiation of transformation of man to divine.
Agama, the sacred origin of Diksha. Agamas are the Shastras graced by Paramashiva, spoken to Devi Paramashiva Shakti, bestowing our requests, which are the lifestyle and initiation to achieve Paramashivoham, the state of Jivan Mukti. These are delivered vocally by Paramashiva and revealed to us to the grace of Devi Paramashiva Shakti. Then Mahavishnu in the Uttara Kamika Agama. Paramashiva blesses us with an explanation of Diksha. Diksha means initiation process. For those who are seeking to lead a spiritual life, this powerful Diksha are called Samaya Diksha, Vishesha Diksha, Nirvana Diksha, and Acharya Abhishekam. Paramashiva described in Samaya Diksha to be the first step for all the Hindu seekers, disciples, and devotees who are seeking for enlightenment. Paramashiva compassionately reveals further that Samaya Diksha is a common entity to all living beings, regardless of gender, caste, and creed. In life, certain profound and absolute truths can never be changed. Whether you understand or not, accept or not, like it or not, believe or not, you can change the window or door of your house in whatever direction you want. But the truth is, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west only. There is nothing you can change about it. If you deny saying in our place, the sun neither rises nor sets, means the door and window of your house must be in different direction. But that doesn't change the truth of sun rising or setting. Whether you see the sunrise and sunset or not, the sun is rising and setting. Same way, when you live in this body and mind, either before enlightenment or after enlightenment, you are the form of Paramashiva. Understand this truth. When you live in this body and mind, either before enlightenment or after enlightenment, you are the form of Paramashiva. You are one and the same as Paramashiva energy. Some may understand this or may not, but this is the truth. Some keep their door and windows in the east-west direction and enjoy the sun rising and sun setting, while some keep in north-south direction and they live their life never ever seeing it. A rare few, while they are living due to their tapas, austerity. Tapas means austerity. Leave the space of Paramashiva. Very rare few people. They are living due to their tapas, leave the space of Paramashiva. They celebrate, rejoice, radiate, and manifest the energy and powers of Paramashiva. Others, of course, they do not celebrate. The truth is, we are all part of Paramashiva.
When the Samaya, the one initiated into Samaya Diksha, follows the prescribed lifestyle that Bhagavan, Paramashiva, and Guru instruct with integrity, the possibilities of manifesting the powers of Paramashiva will happen in you. The Guru gives you the first inspiration, awakens your Kundalini Shakti, and grants you the rights to express the Paramashivatma. He initiates you to achieve your rights, that is Shiva Diksha. When you receive the initiation from a person who is not enlightened, after the initiation, you need to repeat the mantra continuously on your own effort, till the mantra merges in you and becomes part of you. You need to go on doing the japa, the chanting of that mantra. When you receive the initiation from the SPH, Nityananda Paramashivam, he pours the mantra into your bioenergy. So whatever work you are doing, the mantra japa goes on vibrating in the throat. When the mantra happens continuously, Paramashiva's remembrance, bliss, knowledge, power pours and grows in your life as Shakti, a power. This Shakti awakens your DNA, the DNA of your Gota, your family or community. All the DNA that was created by your Gota, the ancestral DNA, will be awakened. Whatever community in which you are born, that unique DNA is awakened. By this awakening, the knowledge, clarity, completion, and fulfillment start expressing. Shaktis, powers originally revealed in the Vedagamas, the source books of Hinduism, the source of cosmic laws itself, stand by their own independent authority as scriptural proofs or Shastra Pramana. The following are verses collected from the scriptures where Sadashiva himself speaks about the Diksha. That action which bestows enlightenment destroys the three impurities, the bondage of the self, Anavamana, Karmamana, and Mayikamana, feeling belittled, karmic baggage, and the forgetfulness of one's original state. Indeed, the main benefit of all Dikshas, the sacred initiations, is the fruit of mukti, enlightenment. As a side effect, all the worldly pleasures and enjoyments also happen. The Diksha, done as per the scriptural injunctions of Agamas, removes in just one moment lakhs of minor incompletions and crores of major incompletions. O Devi, the one who has not received Diksha does not attain perfection, completion, or liberation, nor a good future path. So by all intense efforts, one should become a Dikshita, the initiated one by the Guru.
Samaya Diksha, that is Shiva Diksha level 1. The preliminary level Diksha is called Samaya Diksha. Maya means the individual identity, I and mine. Maya means transforming this identity, I and mine, into the divine Shiva. So I just want to repeat it again so that you understand. Maya means the individual identity, I and my. Sa plus Maya means transforming this identity, I and my, into the divine Shiva. This is called Samaya Diksha. Samaya Diksha is the first level of Paramashiva's initiation. Through this Diksha, the bondages that bind the individual self from experiencing its Paramashivatva. Paramashivatva means the space of oneness with Paramashiva. Is destroyed by the loving grace of Guru, who is Paramashiva himself. Thereby awakening the space of Paramashiva, oneness with Paramashiva in the disciple through this Samaya Diksha. One becomes formally eligible to live and practice the Vedic lifestyle as ordained by Paramashiva in the Agamas. It is not mandatory that a person initiated into Samaya Diksha should follow the strict vegetarian diet. If you wish to partake non-vegetarian food, do so in your home or where it is socially acceptable. Vegetarianism is strict in our adinams and temples. Once you are initiated into our Sangha, this is mandatory. Vegetarian is a mandatory diet. We follow Sattvic diet. All our sannyasis, brahmacharis follow Sattvic diet. Gayatri Diksha is a beautiful and necessary ritual. It sets the right context for you to begin your journey with Paramashiva. Understand? Gayatri Diksha is a beautiful and necessary ritual. It sets the right context for you to begin your journey with Paramashiva. Today you'll be having the Gayatri Diksha along with Samaya Diksha. So don't miss it. I request all the participants to be there till Darshan and get this Diksha. This initiation is a ritualistic process instructed by the Vedas. It initiates one into a daily recital of powerful Gayatri Mantra. The Gayatri Mantra is actually the most auspicious beginning to one's spiritual life. Sorry. For the world, it brings tremendous healing and possibility for the peace and happiness. The more people are practicing, the more world will become peaceful. For the individual, the Gayatri initiation established the right context for spiritual growth. It established the reality of the self. It established the reality of the self nature. It established the reality of the cosmic energy. It established the reality that the cosmic energy is intelligence. This you need to understand. This Gayatri Mantra will establish the reality that the cosmic energy is intelligence. It established the reality that the self is one with cosmic energy. That is why in the age of 7, all the disciples in Gurukul are initiated into the Gayatri Mantra. The power of initiation and the daily recital brings the fulfillment of all desires and a healthy long life. It gives a solid foundation to keep one on the spiritual path always. In the foremost Agama, known as Kamika Agama, Bhagavan Paramashiva instructs the Guru should initiate the disciple with Yagnopavita. The Guru should give the sacrificial thread, Yagnopavitam, purified and energized with the recital of the Mula Mantra to the disciple and make him wear it. Having offered to the oblation for 1,000 or 100 times with the recital of Mula Mantra, he should offer the consummate oblation with the same Mula Mantra. The disciple who has given this preparatory initiation, that is Samaya Diksha, in the way becomes qualified to perform the personal worship of Shiva. So whoever have initiated into Samaya Diksha, he becomes qualified to perform the personal worship to Paramashiva. That is the most beautiful thing. Whoever, so I request all the participants to get initiated into Samaya Diksha, because by this you become qualified to personally worship the Paramashiva. To render assistance for the performance of fire rituals becomes competent for the systematic study of the scriptures, becomes qualified for listening to the recitals of mantra. Oh, the sages, such disciple attains the position of Rudra, which is referred in the Kamikagama Uttarapada, chapter 20, Samaya Vishesha Diksha Vidhi. That is, direction for the performance of Samaya and Vishesha Diksha.
Yes. It goes on. In effecting humbleness in the seeker, who has become fit enough to be favored, and in effecting compassionate feelings in the Guru, also, Shiva is the causal Lord. The intimate communion between the Blessed One and the Blessing One is very rare and difficult to occur. Thus, blessed are those seekers to have the ultimate Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shaityana Paramashivoham, in their life. Even among them, the chosen few have the Anugraha, the ultimate grace of the Shiva Diksha from the Guru, the embodiment of Paramashiva established in Paramashivoham. So let us now enter into the do's and don'ts of the Samaya Diksha. First, what should you not do? For Samaya Diksha, there are a few things the disciple should avoid once taken initiation in order to maintain integrity to Paramashiva and manifest all powers. The initiate should not whatsoever abuse Lord Paramashiva, the source of the cosmos, abuse the words of Paramashiva, the Vedas and Agamas, abuse the Guru who gave him the Diksha, abuse other sadhakas, seekers, initiated seekers, cross the shadow of the Shiva Linga. You should not step onto the shadow which has been cast by a Shiva Linga. Eat the food, so do not eat the food which is kept aside to be offered for Chandikeshwara, or step over the flowers which are kept to be offered for Chandikeshwara, or to be offered to Lord Paramashiva. So these are the things to avoid at all costs. And there are some do's as well. To maintain integrity, there are some things you should ardently follow as well. Those are listed below. The initiated disciple should, till the end of lifetime, worship Guru, Paramashiva, and Shivagni, the sacred fire in which Paramashiva is invoked. The initiated disciple should apply Pasma, Vibhuti, the sacred ash, on his body and wear Rudraksha, gifted by Swamiji during the Diksha, on their throat, such that the Rudraksha touches the throat center at all times. So these are the do's and don'ts.
Next comes Guru Dakshina. Dakshina means offering made by the disciple to the Guru out of deep gratitude to Paramashiva for choosing us to take this auspicious Diksha. The Dakshina should be offered for a human being in this life. There is physical health, mental health, relationship, wealth, spiritual life, etc. To raise a human being in all levels. Paramashiva happens in the human body, like in the form of Guru, Bhagwan, Paramashiva, like our Swamiji, who is the incarnation of Paramashiva himself, who has come in a human form to raise us in all levels and make us Paramashiva. Bhagwan Paramashiva has given his own life for us. For him, our expression of deep gratitude is Guru Dakshin. Understand? It comes out of deep gratitude and love to the Guru as Guru Dakshina. Whatever Dakshina we are offering to him, he blesses us in return with multiple services. This is not Guru Dakshina, it is an offering. Understand? Guru Dakshina is an offering that we are giving to our own selves. In Srimad Kamika Agama, Paramashiva reveals that all the various items that can be offered to the Guru as Dakshina. At the end of the chief sponsor, Yajamana should worship the chief Acharya, the Guru, and honor him with new cloth, a gold ring, and others. The worthy materials used in this yajna, such as golden cloth and others, should be dedicated to the Acharya. At the time of initiation, the initiate should wear a white dress. This is actually Paramashiva's direct instruction to wear the white during the Diksha. They have fulfilled all the essential duties of the morning, such as taking bath and others, and have completed all the daily duties. Their attire should be white dress and wearing the white upper garment, which is referred in Kamika Agama Uttarapada chapter 20. So for your reference, you can just go and refer in the Kamika Agama Uttarapada in chapter 20. Actually, Shiva Diksha, building the inner space on powerful cognition, truth, understanding about you, world, and life, you can just become enlightened and manifest powers and all possibilities. Shiva Diksha is all about shifting the way you function from powerless cognition to powerful cognition. Shiva Diksha is all about power. Give me a second. Shiva Diksha is all about shifting the way you function from powerless cognition to powerful cognition. Understand? This is the most important thing. What is Shiva Diksha? Shiva Diksha is all about shifting the way you function. Till now, you were functioning from the powerless cognition. But after Shiva Diksha, you will be functioning from powerful cognition. This is the best thing from the Shiva Diksha.
Yes, you will receive the initiation that everything is auspicious. Everything in life is auspicious. Every incident all of a sudden will open up to you and you will start understanding why things are happening the way they're happening. And the intuition will be so strong because you know, oh, this is required for me. Now I just need to go through this and grow through this experience. I have to own up, take the responsibility. So nothing that happens in your life will be a suffering. It will only be a wake-up call to own up for your own expansion. So that's one of the beautiful aspects of the Shiva Diksha, that you will be empowered to experience life as complete auspiciousness. So as part of the Shiva Diksha, there is a mandala process. In the Kriyavati Diksha, participants are to offer the flower to the Sadashiva Mandala and receive their Shiva Diksha spiritual name based on where the flower falls. The Sadashiva Mandala is made up of 4 Shiva Lingas and a circle at the center. We're going to project that slide for you to see. Yes. You're going to have to draw this mandala from various materials, which we are going to list. Yes. So here you can see the Sadashiva Mandala, and the various components out of which the Shiva Lingas are to be drawn. So there's rice mixed with turmeric, that is the yellow Shiva Linga. There's rice mixed with carbon soot, there is the residue of a burning lamp. But as a substitute, you can use charcoal powder as well. There's rice mixed with kumkum and plain rice. So it should be drawn on the white cloth, and then the rice, which has mixed with the various colors, should be placed on that cloth. In the center, you just draw a circle with all the different colors that you have produced. So moving on, the directions for the Sadashiva Mandala. You can see the Sadashiva Mandala is there on the pedestal with the white Shiva Linga facing eastwards, the yellow Shiva Linga facing westwards, the black showing south, and the red showing north. In the east side, you are to draw an Om Kara, an Om symbol, on the floor in a square box with rice flour if you have it available, or you can use white chalk. If no other choice, you can use chalk for this Om symbol as well. So the person who's going to receive the Diksha will stand on the Om symbol, as you can see displayed here, facing west, standing in the east, and offering a flower onto the mandala. And wherever the flower falls and arrests, wherever the flower stays, that will determine the Diksha spiritual name that you will receive during this Shiva Diksha. So the west, the east facing, the west facing mandala, Shiva Linga is the
Satyajata
name.
means generator. So when it falls on the white, you will be given the name as Satyajata with the starting. And if the flower falls on the red, it will be named as Vamadeva starting. Like if your name is Charles, you will be named as Vamadeva Charles. Same way, if you are named as Ramesh, it will be Vamadeva Ramesh. So then if it is falls on the south, it will be named as Agora. When it falls on the yellow east, it will be called as Tatpurusha. And when it falls in the middle, it is the liberation, means Ishana. Your name will start with Ishana. So for each side, it will be given with a name. Like Satyojata means generator. Vamadeva means operator. Agora means rejuvenation. Tatpurusha means pulling out of delusion. Ishana means liberation.
Yes. So we hope that you have noted down the items to prepare the Sadashiva Mandala. And we're going to project the image on screen once more with all the ingredients. Yes. Yes. So, but first, we are going to share the link for all of you to register to receive the Samaya Diksha and get initiated. So we're going to share it here in the chat. Facing west.
Lizzie Wang is asking, facing west.
Yes,
So
exactly. You're going to stand in the east of the mandala
And you'll be
facing west.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, if you have any doubt, you can just put it in the chat box. We'll be help you.
Yes, we're going to project the image with the ingredients and the layout for the Sadashiva mandala once more on screen for a few moments. In this case, you can take maybe a screenshot. Generally, it is not permitted to take a screenshot throughout this entire program. But for this circumstance, for you to be able to perform the drawing of this mandala, it is okay. And we're also going to share that link, which is ecitizen.info/SV-Diksha. ecitizen.info/SV-Diksha. Here, Diksha is written with an I instead of double E. Many times you would see Diksha written with two E. Here it is written with an I. SV-Diksha with an I. So let us take a few moments and start sketching out the mandala and get ready for the initiation, which is going to happen just before the darshan. Yes. With this, we are now going to move on to the next segment. We're going to learn more about the science of Kalpataru. Today, we are also going to receive the powerful Kalpataru initiation, where we will manifest one desire that we have, one wish into reality. So start by penning down one thing that you urgently want to manifest in your life. It should be something that is meaningful to you, something that you really want to experience, something that you are willing to do everything for to experience. Write this one wish down and let us move into the science of Kalpataru.
Sri Ramakrishna gave first Kalpataru darshan on the planet Earth by Sri Ramakrishna on January 1st, 1886. And 112 years later, on this very day, 1978, the happening of Nityananda happened on the planet Earth. Your thoughts become words, words become actions, actions become life, life becomes reality. It is a simple science, straightforward science. Kalpataru process is initiating you to harness the power of your reality by making you harness the power of your words, power of your thoughts, power of your actions, power of your life. People who want to enslave you, constantly brainwash you. Life is full of difficulty and impossibility. Why do you think all over the world, in all Bollywood, Tollywood, Gollywood, Hollywood, in any wood, sandalwood, all these movies, the story of rag to riches sells high? See, this rag to riches story is such an attractive story. Everybody just celebrates that person as a hero if he is from rag to riches. Means penniless to billionaire. This rag to riches story is such a glamorous story. Why? Because you feel it is impossible. He has achieved impossibility as a possible. No, I tell you. Nothing is impossible. If you are stuck with the idea of impossible, even brushing your teeth is impossible. If you are clear about possibility, simply the whole thing is possible. Listen, every thought you complete is the word you give it to you. You have to honor it. It means what? Now, you cannot have the thought of suicide. You cannot entertain the thought of fears. Fear is nothing but smaller levels of suicide.
You cannot entertain the thought of suicide, because if you entertain, it is equivalent to a word given to you and you have to fulfill it, honor it. You should not entertain the thought of suicide. You cannot entertain the thought of fears. Literally all the time you are sitting under Kalpataru. There is a beautiful story. One man, without knowing the tree is Kalpataru, was resting under the tree. Suddenly he had a desire. If somebody brings me food, how nice it will be. I am so hungry. Food appeared. He ate. And then